Another episode of Texas Historic Tales.
Yeah, that was a tongue tire. Tire? Is that
Are you tired?
Is that tar or is that tar or is that tar? Which one is it? So hey, thank you all again for watching our videos. Now, this is I'm trying to change it up a little bit, as you can't tell. As my friend Marcus says, I open them like a boss. Anyways, heard the interview with Sally, Jesse, Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo, Splinter, Raphael that she did with Brit Bailey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the problem with that is that he died. Yeah, and it's sad. But it brings up you do that Catholicism thing, right? You really bought into that whole hey,
I gotta be Catholic. I come to Texas and sign that document. Gotta be Catholic.
Yeah.
I'm Catholic Baptist.
Catholic Baptist. Well, I would be Catholic atheist, I guess. Anyways, back to what we were saying.
Hang the witch.
Witch. Wait a minute. I think being witch. Right behind you. Anyways, we're going to talk about Ghost Along the Brazos, and Brit Bailey was our number one.
Woo!
Yeah. Let's do that together. Woo! Yeah, number one. Now that you heard the true story of Brit Bailey, let's get into the legend. All right, Red, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
You want to start? Or you want me to?
Go ahead.
All right. So Brit Bailey dies in 1833, December 6th, 1833. Roughly about 5 days before he passes, he actually pins down his last will and testimony.
Yeah, the legend is he wants to be standing up, buried standing up, facing west.
Facing west.
With his dog by his side.
Musket.
And a musket.
His musket.
His musket, his dog, and his whiskey.
And his whiskey at his feet. And the reason behind this is because he stated that he would have to fight his whole way through the afterlife, the same as that he fought through his life here on Earth.
Yeah, and it's more likely he would have to fight his way through hell.
Probably, more than likely. So anyways, his wife at the time, her name was Dot.
That was his second wife.
That was his second wife, which happens to be the sister of his first wife. His wife at
Let's
the time...
keep it in the family.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Is buried, but her being a great Catholic Methodist at the time, so she says to everybody that she's going to uphold his last will and testimony, except one thing. She said, I could not keep him from drinking in this life, but I'll keep him from drinking in the afterlife.
I'll be damned if he's gonna get liquor after.
Correct. So she has him buried, facing west, standing upright, musket at hand, with no whiskey bottle. So, so that he is buried as she requested in the family plot, which you can see. Oh my God, my voice cracked. What the hell? It's because I was wearing those wigs. I can't be a drag queen anymore.
He's gone girl.
Oh my gosh! No. So the family.
You hadn't drank enough.
It's probably the whole thing. So it was. You can go and actually see the historical or hysterical marker, as I would like to say, on 35.
It's right in front of the Munson Cemetery in Bailey's Prairie on 35.
So, almost immediately after Mr. Captain James Brit Bailey is put in the ground, this occurrence starts happening. Do you know what the occurrence is? And he's looking for that lost bottle of whiskey. It was so traumatic to Dot because of all the sightings at that particular time that less than 4 months after he was buried originally, she had his body unburied and reburied, exhumed, and then reburied with a bottle of whiskey because it was scaring the living daylights out of the colonists. Now, rumor is that the light disappeared for roughly 6 months to a year, but then it came back with a vengeance. Oh, did it ever. It's Ghost Along the Brazos month, and
speaking of Ghost Along the Brazos, if you want to read about Ghost Along the Brazos, there is a book put out by Mrs. Munson, great book to read about ghost stories. And we're not going to tell all of the ghost stories that are from that book. We're going to tell stories of what we've learned as we've grown up in Brazoria County. And we were fortunate that we remember Miss Munson telling stories when we were young.
yes, we do.
She was the head librarian for Brazoria County, or for our area. And I remember many, many times of sitting down for story time. And you may think it's kind of weird today to go to story time for little kids and be told ghost stories, but that was one of those really moments, those mouth-dropping moments. And I still remember a lot of the stories that she told, and they're not in the Ghost Along the Brazos. And we also have several personal family stories that aren't written down either. So that's what we intend on telling. Are we telling throughout the month?
Yes, throughout the month of October, we will be telling different tales from either our family or from Miss Munson. Thought that it would be no better way to explain it than to start with the man himself, Mr. Brit Bailey. Now, thank y'all for joining us again here on
Texas Historic Tales.
And
Texas Historic Tales.
y'all see all that in the outtakes. I guarantee you that our editor is going to put in how many times I stumbled over that. Leonardo show. Today we're working with Texas Historical. A Texas Historical Tale. Texas Historical Tale. My God damn it.
Take 4.
Again, Texas Historic Tales.
Got it like all over your now.
Step back. Now swing. 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 Come on. Come on, fingers are